Congratulations on The Farmer and the Belle saving Santaland. What a charming film. How did you guys get involved with it?
Oh, yes. So I was dating Jim and he would write me pen pal letters. And so we added that into the storyline. And when I visited his family farm, I was a fish out of water, Tony. I have never, ever been around pigs before, or cows, or chickens, or goats. And so the concept, the farmer and the belle, came to my mind because we have an inspirational message to help girls everywhere, young and old, or the mature, to realize that our value is not based on how we look, but on how we love.
Yeah, but we've been fully involved with the project as the producers and story creators, and just along for the entire journey. We've been in the captain's chair, so to speak.
4 years.
Wow. But doing this, you guys have, like you said, you started dating, you got married, you have a child now. How do you stay together? I mean, doing a movie is hard enough, but being married and all those other pressures have got to take its toll.
Well, we have 2 babies. We have our little baby James, who's 2.5 months, and then we have our baby, the farmer and the belle.
Yeah, so we've been at the journey of being in the entertainment business together while dating and then now married. We've just had a good foundation, and we communicate, and and part of that is just being open and honest with each other and getting through our differences and understanding what the high points of what one can bring to the table and what the other can bring, and just being able to uplift those things in each other and encourage them and just stay through it. And now we've had our moments, but we always get through them because we have a common goal. And that common goal was to try and impact lives and try and combat some of the lies that the fashion world and the glitz and glamour and all of those things are not important for young women to focus on as how they get their value, but that it comes from within, and it comes from how they serve others and using their gifts to serve others. And that's the message we wanted to send out.
I'll have the big, wild, creative idea, like having a horse in a pink onesie wearing heels in the middle of Manhattan, which is in the movie. And then Jim, he will execute on how to make that happen.
Or I'll say, we can't do that.
And I'll say, but I want pigs with Santa hats on during the Santaland games. Yeah. And sometimes I win.
It's very important now, I think, that young women understand where that comes from, because we're inundated. I mean, they are inundated with all these images. And we've said this for years, that some of that is a lie. And if you know people in the modeling business, which I do and you do, and, beautiful actresses, they don't look like that all the time. And, being a size 0, size -1 isn't, it's hard work to do that. And your true beauty is still there. It needs to shine through all of that.
Absolutely, Tony. And when I was young, just like you said, those magazines. And I said, I need to look like that, because I was desiring to be liked by people. And then that lie led my adult life. And I started to research with psychologists, how do we overcome that lie? And so I took all those truths and I engraved it on this bracelet, which is the main story point of The Farmer and the Belle, to help girls and women of all ages understand where true beauty comes from, that each one of us is a magnificent masterpiece. Because 90%, Tony, of girls starting as young as age 6 believe that lie. If I'm pretty, then I'm worthy to be loved. And we want to destroy that lie. And that's why we put this story in a fun Christmas movie, The Farmer and the Belle.
And Jim, how as men can we help women understand what true beauty is?
Well, I think that we need to understand that this is something that women struggle with, and obviously not to take advantage of it. We developed this movie we saw the whole Me Too movement happening. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this message that we're trying to get out is we want to give women the strength to understand that if they find themselves in situations where careers are dangled in front of them and that kind of thing, is that they don't have to give in to that pressure. And then also as men, we obviously need to not be doing that type of thing. And it's so heartbreaking to hear those the predatory behavior of men in the workplace. And I think the important thing for men to understand, and what I want to continue to understand, is that the value that women have, we can't give it to them. It's already there. So what our job is to do is to encourage that value. We want to uplift that value. We want to elevate that value. We want to showcase that value. But what we can't do is give it to them. And I think that sometimes women might get confused by what a man can do for her as love, and men taking advantage of understanding that women desire that. It's just a terrible thing to do. So we can't give something to somebody that has been with them for their entire lives. We can only encourage it and uplift it.
And that's why I married him.
Let's talk a little bit about your co-stars in this, because you've got one of my dear friends, John Schneider, is in this, and he's got such a great voice and does a great job singing. Corbin Benson is in it. You've got Candace Cameron's daughter in it as well.
Yes, Natasha Bure, yeah.
You kind of scored on this.
Yeah.
We rallied all of our friends from the movies that we worked on. And John, when John and I worked on a movie called Doonby, he was sharing with me how much he loved singing. And so I had this vision of having this big concert scene where he would be up there singing, and he sings Holly Jolly Christmas and another song from his album with Becca Shea. And guys, I tell you, if you're a John Schneider fan, your heart's going to be like, he's Charmalicious, because he plays himself. And oh, it's just a blast.
Yeah, it was a joy to have Livy Birch, who's just a star in the making. This was her first feature film, and since then she's already been booking other roles, which has been great. And like you said, Natasha came on board, and she really loved the message of the movie, which is one of the reasons why she did it, which was fantastic. My niece plays my daughter, the young lady you see right there. So what better way to bring a movie together? And then Roxanne Mims,
Henry Cho.
And Henry Cho. We had a great time on set.
And Sandra Lafferty, oh, she was great. She's from Walk the Line and Hunger Games. She plays Grammy, and she warms your heart.
Well, you get a feeling after watching 100,000 films like I have, that people are having a good time while they're doing the movie, and it seemed like everybody was just loving what they did.
Oh, it's so true, Tony. We worked with our community in North Georgia on his family's farm. They built Santaland. They brought in the food. The Christmas decorations came from the decorating committee for the city, and resorts brought in Christmas trees and wreaths. Yep. It was a family and community event.
I hear there's a message that you guys have in a bracelet that you guys are...
Yes, there are 10 inscriptions like, I am a magnificent masterpiece. Use whatever gifts you receive to serve others. My body and soul are marvelously made. And that's threaded through the movie, where my character has to say, do I look to the fashion and glitz of the world that she lives in as a model, or does she look to that spark of divinity and what true beauty really is? And so does she save Santaland? You're going to have to watch the movie.
Now, both of you as producers, I'll ask Jim first, but there has been a change in what we consider faith-based programs and faith-based movies. They aren't, like they were in the 80s and then, and even the 90s. These are deep and wonderful stories that are coming out, and a lot of people are jumping on board because these are the messages we want to leave people. Do you feel or see the change in movies like this?
Yeah, this is a market that we wanted to reach, and we're thankful that our message follows in line with that, and it's good for the whole family. And for all audiences, anybody will enjoy the movie.
And we're getting word that this is their new favorite Christmas movie as that holiday tradition. Yay!
Well, that's great. And in our final moments, where can we find Farmer and the Belle?
You could get it everywhere you watch movie: Amazon, DVD on Walmart, or our website, thefarmerandthebelle.net. All
right, terrific. Happy holidays, guys, and terrific film. Thank you so much for your time.
Merry Christmas!
Thank you.
This celebrity interview is sponsored by...
I'm Annette Civarella with Pia Anderson Moss Hoyt, Utah's leading entertainment law firm, serving clients nationwide. We provide solid, attentive representation, focusing on minimizing risk, reducing cost, and protecting the reputation and privacy of our clients. Our goal is to provide you with the legal representation you need to make the right decisions and to protect you and your creative works. Call or email me for a free consultation.